Alrighty, let's come to comfortable seats. Any pains or injuries before we start? Doing good? All right. All right, good day, everyone. This is Stephen Cheng coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information is on the bottom of the video. Today's class is open flow. It is a level 1, level 2. If you're working with any kind of special conditions or limitations, make sure that you do modify your poses as you need or skip poses altogether. Always being mindful that you are making some good decisions about your movements and what is appropriate for your body for whatever conditions you have. All right? Let's sit up tall. If you need to elevate and sit up on a block, please go ahead and do so. And palms facing up, fingers come to Jnana Mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. And with your eyes closed, start to center the breath. Deep inhales and exhales through the nose. And as you draw your senses inwards, connecting to the breath, through the inhale, let the crown of the head reach upwards toward the sky as you lengthen through the spine. With the exhale, grounding firmly and evenly through your seat. Inhaling again, expansion of your lungs in all directions, and with the exhale, empty it all out. Three ohms together. Inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer in front of the heart, pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for your yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Katopiwa, Katopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Bihyendraha, Suchihi. Starting to open the eyes and let the palms face up. Fingers come back to Jnana Mudra. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. And chin toward the right shoulder. Release back to center. Drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder. Left hand to the right side. And chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center. Drop left hand. Chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction. Ear to one side. Roll it back. Opposite side. Roll it center. A few more rounds at your own pace. And chin back toward the chest, pause, and then taking the opposite direction. And chin back to center again, lifting your chin parallel to the floor, neutral spine. Extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Hands supporting to either side and turning your toes toward each other, and then roll out. Draw in, roll out, draw in, outer rotation, circling the ankles. Take it back to center, switch them around in rotations. And back to center again. Cross your shins, opposite shin on top. Raise the arms up high and extend. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to your left. Back to center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take back up, other side. Back up again, legs forward, forward fold. Draw back up again, swing the legs back behind you. Just take hands and knees, taking some cat-cows. Inhale, draw the navel down, raise your tail, raise the back of the head. Exhale, round the spine 3 times. Inhale, arch, cow pose. Exhale, round, cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come back to neutral spine, lift the knees, down dog, and start to pedal out the legs. All right, take it back to stillness and down dog. Raise your right leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose, around the spine. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Re-extend the right leg, step it forward, warrior 1. Keeping your warrior 1, just lean it back with a slight back bend. Take the gaze looking upwards. Come back to neutral. Open it up for warrior 2. Now, as you reach your fingertips out, also flip the palms and have a rotation into your shoulders and feel the difference between palms facing up in warrior 2. And then now flip the palms back down and extend. So feel that difference in the rotation of your shoulders. Inhale, reverse warrior, right arm up and back. Exhale, side angle. You can modify with the elbow to the knee or the right hand directly to the floor, left arm up. Inhale, take it back up, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, plank. And lower all the way down to the belly. 3 progressive cobras. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. Full extension of your arms if you have it. A slight bending of the elbows if you need it. All right, bending at the elbows, lower all the way down. And then child's pose. Seat toward the heels and fold. Make your way back up to down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Re-extend the left leg, step it forward. Warrior 1. Once you have the arms up and you're steady, lean the upper torso back, gently looking up with the back bend. Come back up to regular warrior 1 and then open it up, warrior 2. Once you have your warrior 2, flip the palms again. Feel for that outer rotation with your shoulders. All right, so you should feel probably a little bit of engagement to the underside of your shoulder joint. And flip the palms back down again. It should be a lot more neutral within the shoulders. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Elbow to top of the knee or hand to the floor. Right arm reaching up. Inhale, take it back up, reverse warrior. And then hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. 3 progressive cobras again. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. Full extension of the arms if you have it. Slight bending of the elbows if you need it. And bend the elbows all the way down, and then child's pose. Seat toward the heels and fold. And down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the right knee outside of the right arm to touch. Kick it back up. Stepping your right foot forward. Warrior 1. This time, take your hands, interlace your thumbs, and pull the hands actively apart. Reach up and lean back. So your arms are actively pulling away from each other, but your thumbs are hooked. Then come back up to vertical. Side bend to your left. Pull with your left thumb. Come up, side bend to the right, pull with your right thumb. Take back to center, warrior 1, open it up, warrior 2. Lengthen your right leg, triangle pose. Right hand to top of the shin or to the floor, left arm reaching up. Take it back up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back plank. Lower all the way down to the belly. This time, the progressive cobras are in 3 sections, but just one direction coming up. On the inhale, lift up, baby cobra, stay there. Press into your hands, lift up a little bit higher. Press into your hands, lift up even higher, and again, full extension of your arms if you have it. Now, once you're here, turn your cheek over to the right. Back to center, turn your cheeks over to the left. Back to center, bending the elbows, lower all the way down, and then child's pose. Dolphin push-ups. Keep your elbows, take the hands into a fist. You can wrap one hand over the other, or you can interlace, up to you. Then tuck your toes under, lift the knees, and press back to a forearm down dog. Inhale, come forward, chin past your fist and lower. Exhale, press back. 5 times. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, back is 4. Inhale forward, back is 5. Lower the knees down, reset your hands, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the left knee outside of the left arm and touch. Kick it back up. Step the left forward, warrior 1. This time, when you interlace your thumbs, take the opposite thumb on top, pull the hands actively apart, reach up and lean back with a back bend. Take it back up to vertical. Side bend to the right. Pull with your right thumb, stretching your left arm, left shoulder. Take it back up. Side bend to your left. Pull with your left thumb. Take it back to center. Release. Warrior 1. Open it up. Warrior 2. Triangle. Lengthen out the left leg. Left hand to top of the shin or to the floor. Right arm straight up. Inhale, come up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Left foot back, plank. And lower all the way down to the belly. Again, the progressive cobras, just one direction. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Press into your hands, lift up a little bit higher. Press into your hands, lift up even higher, full extension of your arms if you have it. Then this time, take the gaze to look up and lean the head back. So stretching open the throat, contracting the back of the neck. And then opposite direction, look forward and down. Chin toward the chest, contracting the throat, opening up the back of the neck. Come back to neutral. Bend the elbows, lower all the way down, and then child's pose. Seat toward the heels. Forearms down. 5 dolphin push-ups again. This time, wrap with the other hand on top or the other thumb on top, so non-dominant side. And then lift the knees, press back, dolphin, forearm down dog. On the inhale, take the chin forward past your fist. Exhale, press back, dolphin push-ups. 5 of them. Inhale forward. Exhale back is 2. Inhale forward. Exhale back 3. Inhale forward. Exhale back 4. Inhale forward. Exhale back 5. Knees down. Reset your hands. Down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose. Kick it up. Open up the hips. Bend the right knee. Right knee outside of the right arm and touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist. Kick it back up. Step the right foot forward. Warrior 1. Reach your arms forward. Right hand to your left shoulder, left arm underneath. And then walk your hands in toward the center line. You're going to draw big circles with the elbows. So lift the elbows up, over to the right, down toward the floor, to the left. 3 times. Up, right, down, left. Up, right, down, left. This time, take it up again. Keep the gaze looking up with the back bend. Release your hands. Wrap the hands back behind you, interlace, and deepen the back bend, gently looking even further up. And then bow forward. Devotional warrior. Inhale all the way back up. Warrior 1. Open it up. Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Left palm face down. Reach forward. Keep the arm extended. Lengthen out the right leg. Extended triangle. Half bind. Left arm up and behind you. Keep the half bind. Bend your right knee, a half bound side angle. Either stay here in the half bind or thread the right arm underneath for the full bind. Begin to release. Inhale, come up. Reverse warrior. And then hands to the floor, right foot stepping back plank. Inhale, 1 breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. This time, Sphinx Pose. Walk your hands forward, forearms down. Grab opposite elbows to line up your shoulders. Then take the forearms back down. Then press your belly and your lower ribs toward the floor, flattening your lower back. And then press your forearms down to lift your chest in opposition. Now also check that your shoulders and your elbows are roughly vertical. So this is your mid back bend. Now shift over to the left side and draw the right knee forward. And the right leg is about 90 degrees and flex your right foot. Then turn your left forearm in 45 degrees. Start to reach back and bind the hand to the foot and kick back. Now, if you cannot bind the hand to the foot, that's too much of a reach. The right hand to your lower back and twisting is good enough. And start to release. With the right hand supporting, shift to your left so that you can swing the right leg back. And then gently, child's pose. Seat toward the heels and fold. Lift back up, and this time we'll take a 10-count plank pose. Jana, drop the hips just a little bit into a plank. There you go. For 10, 9, 8. Jana, lift up a little higher. There you go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down dog. Inhale, lift the left heel up, three-legged dog. Left knee in toward the nose and round the spine. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm and touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your right arm. Kick it back up. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one. Then reaching the arms forward. This time, left hand on top, right arm underneath, and walk your hands in toward the center. All right, and then taking big circles. Elbows up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, up, left, down, right, and roll it back up again. Keep lifting up with the back bend, and then releasing your hands. Wrap the hands back behind you. Take the non-dominant interlacing of your hands. Broaden your chest and deepen the back bend. On the exhale, bow forward, devotional warrior. And take it all the way back up. Warrior one. Open it up. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Right palm face down and reach forward. Extended side angle for the right side stretch. Now keep the side angle. Lengthen out the left leg for extended triangle. Keep the triangle. Right arm up and behind you, half bind. Then keep the half bind, bend your left knee so it's a half bound side angle. Either stay here for the half bind, or if you have the full bind, thread the left arm underneath. Once you have the bind, you want to lift the upper back, lean the upper back in space, and stack your shoulders. All right, release your binds. Inhale, come up, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, left foot stepping back, plank, and lower all the way down to the belly. Sphinx pose. Walk your hands forward, forearms down. You can grab opposite elbows to line up, and then taking your forearms back down. Again, making sure your shoulders line up with the elbows. And then the belly and your lower ribs are pressing down. As you press your forearms down, you're lifting your chest. Now the gaze is toward the floor, slightly ahead of you. Not straight ahead of you, because then you're crunching the back of the neck, right? So you want to look slightly down to get length to the back of the neck. Then shift the weight to your right side so that you can draw the left knee out to your side. So you want your left leg to be about 90 degrees, and you want to flex your left foot. Then turn the right forearm in about 45 degrees. Then as you reach your left arm back behind you, you can take a half bind, right? Left hand to your lower back or outer hips. Or if you can bind, hand to foot and kick back. A little bit tight, that's okay. Don't bind. If it's too tight, don't bind. Just take it here. Keep the left leg, right leg extended. Yeah, just keep it there. Extend the leg fully. There you go. All right, if it's too much, you don't have to twist that deeply, okay? All right. Start to release, stepping your left hand back down. Now shift the weight to your right side so that you can swing the left leg back. All right, let's come back here. Stay here for Sphinx Pose for a second. So for Sean, right, if this binding is too difficult, right, so you want to shift to your side, draw the left leg up. Now, if binding hand to foot is too much, right, then you just want to stay here and twist. This is good enough because you're getting the hip opening here, and you're getting the back bend and the twist, right? This bind, if you don't have the flexibility in your hamstrings, in your hips, and then also the extension of the arms, it might be too much. If you're fighting too hard here and you end up like this, right, then there's no point in doing it because your alignment is totally off. You can actually even hurt yourself. So if you're here, maybe you don't even take your hands back behind you. Maybe you just keep it here. Also, the forearms should turn in, so this is more stable. If you press your right hand down and just stack and twist, right, this might be good enough. You might not even do this if that's not very stable. So it's important for all of us, right? If you're working with less flexibility and you're not able to achieve the pose, there are always steps along the way that can help you modify. Safety is important because it's so easy to struggle, pull your back, and then you're out for a month. Right? So it's really important for us to keep safe, keep working productively, try not to injure yourself, and then you can just keep going. And then as you keep building, you can build your practice. All right? So it's really important to know that. All right, child's pose. Walk your hands back, child's pose. And down dog. Start to walk your feet forward toward your hands. And then once your feet are forward toward the front of the mat, bend the knees slightly, let the seat drop a little bit. Then lift the head, lift the upper back to a more neutral spine. Shift the weight back toward your heels, and then through the strength of the legs, rise up with a neutral spine. You're toward the front of the mat. Feet together, knees together, Tadasana. Shift to stand on the left foot, pick up the right knee for tree pose. Sole the right foot to the inner left leg. Try to go above the knee joint if you can. And then once you're set, arms up and out in a wide position. Now, if the foot higher up really throws off your balance because your hips are tight, then you want to take it below the knee. So what you don't want is directly on the knee. You can go above the knee or below the knee. So this will be easier because not so tight on your hips, right? And now you can maybe find a much more stable balancing pose here, wherever you are. All right, wherever you are, starting to break, you're going to take the right foot, step it back about 2 feet. With the hands at the hips, you're going to square the hips to face forward, and then slowly with a neutral spine, start to make your way forward. Now, this is really tough for your lower back and your hamstrings. You can start with the knee bent, reach forward, then if you can, hands to the floor, and then lengthen out the left leg, right? If you need to keep the left knee bending, right, you can keep the left knee bending, but try to lengthen it out. And then folding forward. All right, so this might be really intense. If that is the case, keep the left knee bending. You want the hands to fully support as you fold forward. All right, left knee bending will reduce the tension to your left hamstrings. So if you have tight hamstrings, it might be useful to just bend. There, hand you your blocks. If you have the luxury of blocks to either side of the left foot, and then lengthen the left leg and bow forward over the left leg. Yeah. If you have props, right? Elevation of the hands is basically lengthening out your arms so that with the length of your arms, you can lengthen out the left leg better to forward fold. Two more breaths. And so for those of us with tight hamstrings, this might be killer. For those of us who have medium hamstrings, this might feel really, really good. And then if you have pretty open hamstrings, this might feel incredible, right? So it's just really settling into that stretch. All right, start to bend your left knee. Step the right foot further back. Ground the palms. Step the left leg back. Down dog. And then we'll switch directions in your crescent moon. So raise your right leg up. Step the right foot forward, left knee comes down. Right foot forward, left knee down. So walk your hands to top of the thighs. Now, if you need extra padding, you can take your mat left side towards center. If you have other things like blankets or towels or something, you can always use that. Good. Lunge forward with your hands supporting, and then press into your hands to lean the upper torso back and gently looking up at a slight angle. Once you have that set up and you're ready, nice and stable, arms up and back. All righty, let's release, hands to either side. Tuck the left toes under. Ground the palms and step the right foot back to down dog and pedal out your legs. All right, when you're ready, walk your feet forward toward your hands, come toward the front of the mat once again. Then bending at the knees, let the seat drop a little, lift the head and the upper back, shift your back toward the heels and rise up. Tadasana, standing mountain pose. Shifting to stand on the right side, pick up the left knee, tree pose. Sole of the left foot to inner right leg above the knee joint or below the knee joint, wherever is more comfortable for you for now, so that you can find a nice stable balance and the arms up and out. All right, when you're ready to break, step the left foot slightly further back, about 2 feet. So it's a very short pyramid. All right, so hands to the hips, square forward. If you need to bend your right knee a little bit, go ahead. And then with a more neutral position of the spine, start to lean forward. Then allow the hands to come to the floor or to your blocks. Re-lengthen your spine, exhale, fold. If you can keep your right leg fully extended, fantastic. If you cannot, bend your right knee, or again, use your hands to some elevation to help you to lengthen out the arms to assist for the forward fold. Sean, the hamstring stretch is getting better, looks like. Looks good. Now, for those of you who have a good amount of flexibility and the forward fold is feeling good, but you feel like you need a little bit more, think about a very subtle adjustment of drawing the right hip slightly back, left hip slightly forward. So that slight rotation of drawing the right side back will give you more intensity into your right hamstrings. All right, let's start to break by bending your right knee, ground the palms, step the right foot back, walk back to down dog and pedal out the legs. All right, come back to stillness, crescent moon, left leg up, step the left foot forward, right knee comes down. Extra padding to your right knee if you need it. Then walk your hands to top of the thighs. Lunge your hips forward to get your stretch. Then press your hands into your thighs. Upper torso leans back, gently looking up. Once you're stable, arms up, Venus Mudra. Jhana. Rather than leaning the upper torso forward, lean, there you go, right? Let's get much more stretch and much more even in how you balance the pose. All right, if you need more padding to the knee, fold up your blanket a little bit more or your towel a little bit more. All right, since you have that extra thickness, you might as well use it, right? Good, better. Anyway, we're going to come out. All right, hands to either side. Tuck the right toes under and just step the left foot back, down dog. Walk it out. All right, start to walk your feet forward towards your hands and take the seat down. Bend your knees, walk your heels in, grab the back of the legs. Then shift back toward the sacrum and raise your shins. All right, when you first come into balance, we all have a tendency to kind of round the spine, right, and do this. What you want is to lift chest, which straightens out your spine a little bit more and supports your lower back through activation of your core, and then lean the head slightly back and you're gently looking up. So you're looking for one straight line as much as you can, right? So try not to round, but instead lift and lean the head back to a straight line. Now, once you have a balance here, if you want to free up your hands to extend forward, you can do that. If this is easy and you want to lengthen out the legs, you can do that. Everyone bend the knees again. Lower the heels a little bit. Stay hovering. And then if you can, extend the legs forward and still hovering. Right, this is so much harder, especially if you've been holding for a while. All right, release. Arms up and fold. Yoga teachers suck. Why do they make it harder and harder as you keep holding, right? They should start out with the hardest one and make it easier as you keep holding. All right, coming back up, same setup. And then readjust your spine by lifting your sternum, your heart center, leaning the head slightly back. All right, so again, if you can free up your hands. Then you're going to lengthen out the legs, bend the knees 5 times. Lengthen and bend. Lengthen and bend, lengthen, bend, lengthen, bend. Lengthen again. Grab yogic toe lock. If you can, extend fully. If you cannot, keep the knees bent. Or widen out your legs, and that might be easier. And then maybe even extend after you widen out your legs. Wherever you are here, hold that and just release your yogic toe lock. Right? When your legs and your arms are not together, they're not helping each other. It's so much harder. At least you're symmetrical. Imagine, or actually do if you want, left leg up, right heel down. Even harder. Switch that. All right, release, legs down, forward fold. At least you're laughing and not throwing darts at me, right? Right. Those are the deceptive ones where it really kind of helps rewires your thinking about some of these movements that we do, right? All right, coming back up. Let's take Batakunasana and let the hips release a little bit. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Come back up and let's take leg cradle. Keep the right leg extended and then thread your arms underneath your legs, your left shin. Now, if this is too tight to take both arms underneath, right, you can just grab the outside of the ankle. So the hands underneath, right, grabbing the outside of the ankle, make sure your left foot is flexed, and the heel can be slightly forward. So this, right, I'll just do it this side so the camera can pick up, all right? So that's what we're looking for. So with the heel slightly forward, it'll be easier for you to sit up taller, right? Now, if you're able to fully thread your arms underneath your left shin to take the leg cradle, then go ahead and take that. Right? All depends on your flexibility of the hips, and then also if you can draw the leg in toward you. So wherever you end up, you're working on the hip opening. All right, and then stepping your left foot to the floor, and you want about a fifth distance between your left foot and your right leg. This is your Marichyasana. And you're going to end up shifting to the right side, and the left seat comes off the floor. Right hand to the floor for support. Left arm is up, and reach forward to grab the foot. Inhale, lengthen. With the left knee, draw toward the left shoulder, coming to a vertical line with your shin, and then forward fold. Now, if you can't grab the foot, you can grab anywhere along the leg. It's all about just holding on to something to stabilize and deepen, right? So you don't have to grab the foot if you can't reach. Inhale, take it back up. Keep the legs as they are. Twist to your left. Come back to center. Counter twist to the right. Back to center. Extend both legs forward. Let's take a back bend. Take the forearms down. Lift the chest. Draw the head back, coming into a modified fish. Right? Seated positions are really forward bends, aren't they? Except they're just not as extreme as a true forward bend when you come all the way forward. Coming back up, lifting the head, lift back up. All right, so when you think about it, your body is one straight line. That's neutral. If you're sitting, it's actually a forward bend, right? We think forward bends are this. This is, of course, a forward bend, but in a way, so it's this, right? All right, leg cradle on the second side. Left leg extended, bend your right knee. So the modified version, catch the outside of the right ankle with your hands so you're on the underneath side of your foot. Flex your foot, sitting up tall, and the heel can come further forward. This is to accommodate tight hips. If you can thread your arms underneath your shin and draw the shin in toward the chest, this is the full expression of your leg cradle. Make sure you flex your right foot. There you go. And try to sit up as neutral with your spine as possible. All right, sometimes with the leg cradle, we end up rounding a little bit, right? Do the best you can to sit up. All right, begin to release. Step the right foot down, Marichyasana. So when you step the right foot down, you should have 1 fist distance between your right foot and your left leg. So there should be some space. Also, you're shifting to your left, and the right seat comes off the floor just a little bit. Left hand to the floor for support. Right arm up. Reach forward to grab the foot or anywhere along the left leg. Inhale, lengthen, and make sure that the right knee is not falling out to the side, but drawing in toward the center line with the vertical shin. And then forward folding from there. So Katie, draw the right knee vertical. Yes. Yeah, when the hips are tight, they tend to just keep falling out. You have to pay a lot of attention to keep drawing the knee in. All right, starting to release, come back up, keep the legs as they are. Twist to the right. Back to center, twist to your left. Back to center, extend both legs, forearms down. Now this time you can repeat your fish pose, or you can come all the way down, lift your chest, and crown of the head touch down. So this is the full expression of your fish pose, Matsyasana. All right, lift the head, lower all the way down. Draw the knees in. And once you neutralize your back, roll back up to a seated position, pigeon pose. Come back up to a seat. Then draw the left heel in. Swing the right leg back, setting up for your pigeon. Elongate through the spine. Make sure your hips are nice and level. And then when you're ready, make your way forward. You may remain here. If you like your mermaid poses, you like twisting in a forward fold, go ahead and take your variations. So binding of mermaid, left hand stays to the floor for support, bend your right knee, grab the outside of the right foot with your right hand. Then you want to kick the foot back. As you kick your foot back, that lengthens out your arm, draws your upper torso to a more vertical line, maybe into a back bend. Once you have that tension of the bow between your right arm and the right leg, maybe you can free up your left arm and reach. That's okay, right? So you're actually taking the revolve position, which is fine. This is an option. The main pose, same hand, same foot, but to the outside of the foot, yes. And then kick back, left arm up. Now, if this is hard for you to balance, you were balancing here, so take it here. That's fine. Good. Yeah. All right, so you're getting a little bit better this time, so keep working on it. You're getting there. Right? So you want to kick the foot away. Remember we were talking about kicking your foot away, and now join you back to center. That's right. There you go. Good. Right? Makes a big difference, yes? All right. Let's start to break. Make your way back up. You're going to swing the right leg around. And you're going to step the feet to the floor, pivot to your heels, and windshield wiper your knees side to side. All right, come back to center, second side, draw the right heel in. Swing the left leg back. And then adjust your legs. Make sure your hips are level. And once you're nice and set, make your way forward. Good. Yep, looks good. Yeah, I move your leg further out. You look like you're good, so yeah. Yeah, I can tell by the hips that you're pretty level, right? If your left hip was way higher and I couldn't even see, and I see that you're dipping to one side, then I'll know that the leg is in the wrong position, the front leg. So because I saw that you're pretty level, I could see that the right leg is in the right place. So that's why it looked okay. And seeing Katie using her block in this way means somebody taught her well, to have used it very well. Yeah. So somebody somewhere along the way taught you to do it that way, so that accommodates for your lack of flexibility, makes it more accessible so you can work on it. So you were taught very well, whoever that teacher was. Thank that teacher, please. And those of you who took additional variations, repeat. Right, so the structure of the base of the pose, which are your legs, right, your right leg in this situation. You want the right leg to angle out to the side 30 to 45 degrees. Right hand comes to the floor for support. Bend your left knee, reach back. When you grab your foot in the Mermaid 1, you're grabbing the outside of the foot. When you kick back, you're not only just kicking straight back, you're also pushing your foot slightly off to your left side. Because we all have a tendency when we kick back, we move the foot toward the center line, which is to the right, and that forces you to collapse. What you want is to counter balance, right? Which is kick the foot away from the center line, which is to your left. And what that does is, when you come up, it keeps you from falling to the right and gives you better balance. All righty, let's break. Swing the left leg around. And then let's windshield wipe your knees again. So separating your feet about max width, pivot to your heels, and then moving your knees side to side. That's a nice neutralization, not only for your hips, also for your knees and your lower back. All righty. When you're ready, extend the legs forward, supporting with your hands, lower arm to your back, and then hugging your left knee in for your reclined twist. Left arm out to a T or downwards alongside the hips and roll over to the right. Take it back to center, switch legs, switch arms, and twist the other direction. Right knee comes in, twist to your left. Take it back to center, hugging both knees in. And when you're ready, step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward, feet are slightly separated, toes turned out, arms alongside the body, palms face up, eyes are closed. Let everything go. Shavasana, final relaxation. Beginning to draw your breath back in and start to move the fingers and the toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. And when you're ready, roll over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. Stick a non-dominant shin on top. Reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep. Let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing in the practice. You know, come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. And thank you for sharing your practice with me. My name is Stephen Cheng, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video. Thank you again for joining me for practice. I will see you next time.